Welcome back to the M-KOPA Leadership Empowerment Journey. We are continuing with the conversations. Remember, we are looking at our M-KOPA leaders sharing insights, sharing learnings, the experiences of what it takes to become an impactful and amazing leader. With me today is none other than the man who has proved that he's an intelligent gentleman. The man who has proved that even if you leave, you can always come back home. None other than Robert Lukyamuzi. You're most welcome to the M-KOPA Leadership Conversations.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very good.
You're good?
I'm doing good.
How does it feel to be back?
Well, it feels like coming home. M-KOPA is that organization where tech is used to solve problems with people. You don't want to be away from that.
Beautiful. Good to hear. You have heard he's back and he feels this is home. So someone who is seeing you today would want to know, who is Robert?
Well, Robert, I would describe myself as a data-driven leader, one who uses technology to empower people, to solve problems, and to bring people to new heights. Every day, I commit myself to learning, so I'm an evolving person. So for anyone out there, Robert is evolving. The Robert you met yesterday is not the Robert you meet tomorrow, because every day I become better.
Thank you so much. You have heard Robert is evolving. Are you evolving? We are continuing with the M-KOPA Leadership Conversations. If you look at the time you left M-KOPA and the time you're back, what has changed?
Well, M-KOPA has grown from just being an organization that is addressing fundamental problems in the community through technology to an organization that is now growing leaders, growing talent, and nurturing. One of the key things that I have seen, and it has amazed me, is how much competition has taken from M-KOPA, and yet M-KOPA continues to grow. For me, that means that M-KOPA has built a system that you don't shake, a system that brings in new talent and works with that talent the way it has come in. It's a nurturing ground. It is a solution provider. If you look at things like more than a phone, this is M-KOPA showing you that we are more than just a simple organization. So for me, that has been growth, and I'm glad that I've found it.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You have heard. We are just more than an organization. Oh, we groom talent. You talk about talent, and I see you very passionate about grooming your kids. They are very talented at singing. What drives you to really be passionate about grooming talent?
18 years I've been working. 15 of those I've been a leader. And I've learned that when it is talent that you're actually helping grow, it sprouts better than when you actually try to create a machine that works from a human being. Now, because of that, I grew very passionate about people on the things that they are mostly inclined towards. And usually for me, that's how I define talent. For me, talent is not something that you're born with. It's something that you're more loving, and therefore we can nurture that into you. And that's why you see, even for my kids, I've taken the same approach. Having asked them, what is it that you like? Now I nurture that, right? For me, I feel like talent is that which we focus on and develop.
Thank you so much. For those of you out there and are wondering what he has done with his amazing kids, he has groomed talent. They are top singers at a tender age. So if he can groom his kids to that level at a tender age, what do you think he can do with his team? So when you look at your team, what do you think you can give them as a gift?
The interesting thing about my team, it's a combination of analysts, whether they are credit analysts or they are business intelligence analysts. It is analytics. When you think about analytics, it's more about solutioning for the business. The commercial leader that you're serving, what is it that they want to achieve? How can you look through data to actually direct them to make better decisions. For me, I think that is what matters. And because of that, my focus for my team is, can we actually be able to drive insights from data on a click of a finger, right? Can we actually be able to proactively find patterns and speak to commercial leads so that they can actually solution for their businesses in a better way? What it means for an analyst is to grow yourself from being a data cruncher to someone who understands the business, and you apply the knowledge of the business to the data, and then the data feeds the business. So for me, on a daily basis, that's my focus. Can we create the structures, the understanding that we can get them to the level where they think like a commercial head? It doesn't matter what level you are at. If you have data, you have the mining pot. You can actually mine it and be able to think like the right guy who is doing the job. And if you're thinking like them, solutioning for them becomes easy. And I'll tell you one thing about data analytics is, when you actually can think like the commercial head, you facilitate them, then growth is inevitable.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. The same way you're looking at empowering your team to see how they make sense to the business, what are some of those leaders that you look at and say, these ones, they are just unique individuals, they're just so talented, that inspire you every day to be much better than you were?
I think, first of all, for me, it's Jesse. I always say that. How he's capable of bringing together so much talent in one organization, I've never laid a finger on it. I would like to spend a day in his life. It's amazing how he has been able to create that engine. For me, the way I see what he has created is more of a talent pool. When I look at the kind of stuff that M-KOPA has, the people out there are looking for these kinds of talent. But every day these people choose to stay here. How does he do that? Amazing, top notch. The other person that really inspires me in the organization is Sarah. Sarah is extremely data driven. She's a risk manager, but also very good at relationships. I must tell you that most of the times, people who are dealing with data, numbers, they usually fail when it comes to
Absolutely,
people.
absolutely.
But Sarah doesn't. Sarah creates relationships, nurtures relationships, makes it work, makes people, she's influential with people. And yet she also understands data so deeply. So for me, that is amazing. Every time I think about it, I go like, wow, that's talent right in there. And a lot of people asked, why are you going back to M-KOPA? These are some of the people you go back to. People that actually inspire you, people who have ability to relate, to understand the numbers, make sense of situations. He's amazing. The other person that really, really amazes me for me is the GM for Uganda. How she can evolve from being an HR person to a person who understands numbers and finance. And when you have conversations with her every day, you're thinking, wow, she has actually come to this side and she's making sense of everything. And you have a healthy conversation, whether it's about data, whether it's about profits or margins, whether it's about costs. It's amazing how flexible, and this comes back to what I told you, John Mary. How does Jesse pull together these people and keep them? It's amazing.
Absolutely. To you out there, to the leaders out there, to aspiring leaders out there, you have had people come back to inspiration. Are you the person that inspires others? That's a question to reflect on. We are continuing with the M-KOPA leadership conversations. Now, when you look at yourself as a person, your value, and you sit and look at other than the talents you've highlighted, what are those people you look at and say, if I supported this person, I believe they can live much better than even what people see?
Well, one person that comes off my mind immediately is John Fisher. I've looked at how John Fisher has evolved. He was once in my team in the collections department years ago, and now he's in data. His capability to adjust, his quick learning, he's capable of supporting the sales team. Sales team is a big team. To support them with data alone, for me, that tells me a lot. So I think to myself, this is talent. We just have to guide them properly. They can actually give us very much value. The other person I feel like, if I am there and I support them, is the head of operations, Sam. Sometimes I look at Sam and I feel she's spread thin, right? But she almost has a grip on every little detail with a lot of intelligence. All she needs is a support system that helps her to actually achieve the goals that she wants to achieve. And I feel like that is like the second person I really need to be able to support and help them, because then they can be very valuable to this organization ultimately.
Thank you so much. To someone out there who wants to be like you, which advice would you give them?
I would say be curious, keep learning, choose the tasks that people don't like to do, solve the problems. The interesting thing about the world, and that's why when I speak to people who are scared about AI and so on, I be thinking, there are so many problems solved in this world. You cannot be scared about small things, right? Every day, within your organization, within your department, select that one thing that everyone is trying to push away because it requires extra effort. Solve that. When you solve one, they give you the second one. Before you know it, you are the solution box. When you are the solution box, then you start thinking harder, thinking better. You start outputting better. And I'll tell you one thing that will happen. When people traditionally understand that you are the solution provider, they need you.
Absolutely. You want to be like him? Be the solution. You want to be like him? Do things others are afraid to do. The M-KOPA Leadership Conversations continue. And it continues with the man himself, Robert, the University of Learning. Don't go anywhere.